But Maxie, let's start with the NFL. Because
Yes.
we've got our two
Yep.
championship games this weekend. We're here,
hmm
the Final Four. Winners are going to the Super Bowl. Let's start in the NFC. Excuse me. On Sunday, 1 o'clock Mountain Time on Fox. We got the Washington Commanders going to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Looking at the Eagles first. Opening round, they played the Packers, beat them 22-10. Not much of a game there. Last week, got a little more of a test from the Rams. Got them 28-22. Saquon Barkley ran all over the place.
Oh yeah.
205 rushing yards was the fifth most rushing yards ever in a single playoff game. Both those games were at home for the Eagles. Looking at Washington, both their games were on the road. They were the underdog, had to go on the road for both of these. They go down to Tampa, beat Blazer Mayfield and
Yeah.
those Bucks 23-20. Then they go to Detroit last week and pull off the stunner of the
Can't believe
season,
it.
smacking those Lions 45-31. Yes, 45-31 in Detroit over the one seed. Excuse me.
Mm.
The Lions are still the only NFC team to never have reached a Super Bowl. Oh, those Lions fans, they were dreaming this year. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Detroit. And the 45 points for Washington in this game are the most for them in a road playoff game in franchise history. The Eagles, they're seeking their fifth Super Bowl appearance ever. And their first since losing 38-35 to the Chiefs 2 seasons ago.
Mm.
Washington is seeking their sixth Super Bowl appearance ever, their first since 1991. They also hadn't made a championship game since 1991, so them making it here now, this snaps the league's longest current drought. Washington not making it to a championship game since 91. These two teams are obviously divisional rivals. They played twice this year, as all divisional foes do. Week 11 in Philadelphia, the Eagles got them 26-18. But in week 16, go to Washington, the Commanders get them 36-33 in a shootout. Rubber match here. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Commanders, Eagles in Philly. How you feeling, Max?
Great matchup. Hey, we're talking NFC East here. Okay, like you said, they already split it. Okay, they split the series right there. I think that game towards the end, what was it, December 22nd they played? Like I want to say that's when they played.
Week
Right,
16.
week 16. Okay, so coming towards the end of the season anyway. Did Jalen Hurts play in that game, or did he have that concussion? That's another question I would like to know.
I'll look it up. Keep going.
I think he had a concussion in that game. So that I mean that's a big one right there. Okay, that's a big one. Hey, if the Eagles, if Jalen Hurts didn't get hurt and they pulled off that win, did he get hurt, Cole Breezy?
That's the game he got hurt in. Yep.
That
So
killed
he
me,
went
by
out
the way.
early.
That killed me for fantasy football. The way I literally lost by I think 4 points. Jalen
Woo.
Hurts stays in that game
Tough.
for one more quarter. I would have
That's
won.
tough.
I would have won.
That's tough.
Looking at going to the
Fantasy
championship.
playoffs. Fantasy playoffs.
I would have went to the championship. That's all I got to say.
Ugh. Ugh.
It hurts.
Ugh.
It hurts. Anyway,
Ugh.
yeah.
Ugh.
What am I dwelling on the past for? We got to move on.
Eh.
This is an awesome matchup. Two rushing quarterbacks. Jayden Daniels has, I think, the little upper hand here. He can actually throw that rock, man. I think
Hello.
Jalen Hurts doesn't have a bad throwing arm, but he's more. You know him more for his running. You know him more for in the tush
Yeah.
push situation. But dude, hey, I don't mind Brian Robinson. I don't mind Austin Eckler, but that's no Saquon Barkley. All right, I would take Saquon over both of those. Like if we somehow were to combine like Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler into one guy, okay, or you take Saquon, I'm still taking Saquon. Okay, that's all I got to say. This guy's a monster, and I think he's going to continue to rush the ball like crazy. Washington looks great on defense right now. They're actually well. I mean, Lions were going to score their points. We already know that, but they had to make some big stops as they did in order to win that game. I know the offense is just red hot, but the Eagles have a way better defense than that depleted Lions team. Okay, how many Lions players were out there on the first team, Cole Breezy?
Too
So
many. Too many.
It's a bummer. It's really a bummer. So Eagles are really good, Cole Breezy. They might arguably have the best defense in the league this year. So as far as my pick, man, tight one. Okay, but I am going to go with the Eagles. I'm going to go Eagles with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley. I want to see Saquon Barkley winning a championship. Jayden Daniels, you are going to win Rookie of the Year. You are looking promising here in Washington. I think some big things are going to happen for you. Hopefully they can get some big things in the draft or maybe some trades, get you some weapons. But I'm going to go with a little more experience in the Eagles.
Good pick there, Max. Like you said, Jayden Daniels, rookie of the year. I said it after the draft that he'd have more fantasy points than Caleb Williams, that he'd be the rookie of the year because of his legs, the dynamic versatility there. Oh my goodness. He looks like a star. He looks like a star. Jayden Daniels is the first rookie with 300-plus yards in 2 playoff games. He is the second rookie quarterback to defeat a number 1 seed. Joe Flacco in 2008 was the other. Jayden Daniels is the 6th rookie QB ever to start a conference championship game. And lastly, Jayden Daniels' 14 wins this year, including the playoffs, are tied for the most by a rookie quarterback in NFL history. Washington got them a hell of a quarterback. I think Dan Quinn deserves Coach of the Year votes. Washington's been in the basement for how many years? For how many years he goes there, gets them into the playoffs, gets them into at least the conference championship. Oh, my goodness, he has to be in the Coach of the Year running.
No doubt.
But damn it, that's where it stops there. You brought up the running game. Outside of Daniels, I don't trust Eckler. I don't trust Brian Robinson. All you have to throw to really is scary Terry McLaurin. Career high franchise record, I believe 13 tutties this year. Great season. Yeah. But that's really all you got, Max. That's really all you got. You look at Philly, you got Saquon, you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, a Heisman winner.
Goddard. Don't sleep on Goddard. He always gets like one big play, unless he gooses, of course. I don't think that's going to happen in this championship game, though.
I think the defense is a little bit better on the Eagles side, even though Washington has a solid defense too, and the experience is there. Just being to the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago for the Eagles, they're thirsty, they're hungry, they want a little bit more. I'm going to Eagles 27-23 at home. I see some points here, but yeah, I see a close game like you, Max.
Sorry, I forgot to name out my score. 31-27. I do think it's going to be a nail biter. Okay.
Moving into the AFC Championship game on Sunday, 4:30 Mountain Time on CBS. Woo, baby, we got one that we all wanted to see. We got the Buffalo Bills heading to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Buffalo, they got here by smacking the Broncos 31-7 in the first round, and they got a damn good test last week against the Ravens, beat them by 2, 27-25. Mark Andrews, your guy. Drop that ball in the damn end zone.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Sad. Looking at Kansas City, they had a first-round bye as the 1 seed. Then they defeated Houston 23-14 last week. Houston is the only current franchise to never win a road playoff game. Yeah, they're young in their franchise, but they've never won a road playoff game, Houston. My goodness. Probably not a lot of opportunities, but got to get one soon. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, this was his 16th career postseason win, tying Joe Montana for second all-time. This is Kansas City's 7th straight AFC Championship game appearance. 7th straight. And Andy Reid, after beating Houston, became the 4th coach all-time with 300 career wins. The Chiefs are seeking their 7th Super Bowl appearance all-time. This would be their 5th in the last 6 seasons. So they only had 2 Super Bowl appearances before this run that they're currently on. That's crazy. The Bills are seeking their 5th Super Bowl appearance ever. Their first since losing 4 straight Super Bowls from 1990 to 1993. Let's not forget that little run Bills Mafia had, losing 4 straight Super Bowls. My goodness. These 2 teams played in Week 11 in Buffalo. The Bills got them 30-21. 2 rushing touchdowns from James Cook, who had a shit ton this year, and 2 picks from Patty Mahomes. Max, do you think the Bills can beat the Chiefs twice in a row, this one in Kansas City?
Man, if I'm not going to be the only one that says this, but I think a lot of people want to see the Chiefs lose.
Oh, yeah.
I think almost the majority of fans, because you know why? Hey, I don't mind the Chiefs. I don't mind Patrick Mahomes, and I love Andy Reid. Okay, I like them all. I like them all. Okay. Yeah. But the Chiefs are now the New England Patriots back when Tom Brady and Julian Edelman or Randy Moss, and obviously the big dog, Gronk. You already know. Okay. But I'm just saying now, like, we all hated New England. Okay. I liked Tom Brady. Okay, I didn't actually. It's funny. I respected the coach. I respected the head coach, but I didn't like him because I didn't like his face. I didn't like how it was always just the same You
Well,
know,
if you don't like his face, you damn sure don't like his son's face, the muskrat looking.
right? Yeah, it's way worse, way worse. So I think Cobrizi, I think that it's that year where finally they get taken down. It's like when
Ooh.
the Colts took down they took down New England, right? And to get to it was the Colts 2006 when it was the Colts taking on the Bears. I'm almost positive it was the Patriots. The Colts with Peyton Manning had to take down the Patriots this weekend there, and they won a Super Bowl. I think that's that year. It's that one little, it's not a down year. It's just that one, you know what? They beat you. And then the next year they'll probably come back and, the Chiefs will be there again. I am going the Bills, Cole Breezy, and a
Nice.
tight one. 34-31.
Ooh,
Going to be a really
shootout.
tight one in Kansas City. I would like to see a shootout, actually. I think that's what I'm more begging for. That's all I got to say. I think that this year, Josh Allen had an MVP caliber season.
Mhm.
Him getting, I know they're saying that they already chose the MVP, right? They always say, "Oh, you have to make your pick." I don't know. I don't. I think they could still tinker with it if he goes to a Super Bowl. I just have a feeling. Anyway, Josh Allen. I think this is the year for them. Bills going to the Super Bowl.
Speaking of Josh Allen, yeah, MVP type season, him and Lamar up there, Saquon, if you want to throw him in there too. But Josh Allen is 4-1 in the regular season against Kansas City. 4-1 against the Chiefs in the regular
Nice.
season, but is 0-3 against the Chiefs over the last four postseasons. They've met three times in the playoffs over the last 4 years. 2020 championship game, Chiefs got him 38-24 in Kansas City. 2021 divisional game, Chiefs got him 42-36 in overtime in Kansas City. And last year, 2023 in Buffalo. Buffalo had the home field last year. Chiefs got him 27-24 by a field goal. Josh Allen, he solid games in those three games. 7 touchdowns to 1 pick, 65% completion percentage. Compare him to Patty though. 8 tutties, no picks, 75% completion percentage. He's better. Patty's better in the playoffs. You talk about Andy Reid, one of the best coaches ever, the best coach in the game today. I I hear you when you say that everybody's rooting against the Chiefs. We want them to lose. I think we would all celebrate them losing,
Hmm.
but I can't pick against
Sure.
Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes,
I get it.
Travis Kelsey at home. At home, I got to go the Chiefs. They've beaten these Bills three out of the last four postseasons, 3-0 against them. I see a little bit of a tighter game, Max, a little bit more defense than you. I got Chiefs 24-23.
Okay.
24 to
I
23.
like it.
This game's a toss up. Winners going to the Super Bowl. Winners probably favored in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.